Hi all, today we are going to be making this logo wormhole effect. You can use logos, you can use videos, or if you want you can have plain text. And if you just want a wormhole, you can just leave it like this. Now I'll leave a link to this on my website. You can download it for absolutely free of charge. So stick around to the end and I'll show you how you can do that. Now this effect is quick, it's super easy, lots of fun. So let's get into it. Right, so the first thing we need to do is bring in a background node. We'll connect that across, click on the background node and then come up to the right hand side and take the alpha all the way down to 0 like that. Now we're going to set up our 3D scene now, so I'm going to bring in a shape 3D, a merge 3D. I'm actually going to bring in two of those because I like to connect my objects to one and my lights and cameras to the other. Talking of lights and cameras, let's bring in this camera just here and a light just here. Now to connect that to our 2D world, we need to bring in a render 3D and then take the output of that and connect it into the merge into the background, like that, and it will create a merge for us. Now if I put the shape 3D into the right hand view like that, you'll see that we've actually got a plane. We need that to be a donut, so what you need to do is click on it, come over to the right hand side and see here where it says plane. I'm going to change that to torus like that, and there's our donut. Let's put our camera in the viewer as well. So what we'll do is we'll do that. So here's our camera. If I go to the top view, you'll see our camera is right in the middle of the donut. We don't want that. So what we need to do is grab this arrow and just pull it out like that. And if I put the render in the right hand view, there's our donut. So let's rotate the donut. So to rotate the donut, click on the shape 3D, come across to transform just here. And if you go down, you'll see the rotation just here. Let's just rotate it in the Y. That's not the right one. Let's rotate it in the X. There we are. That's what we're after. Something like that. Now, I don't like the size of that donut. It's a bit too thick. So what we'll do is we'll go to the controls menu just here. First thing we need to do is increase the amount of base subdivisions, because if you look here, it's quite square. But if I change that up on the base and on the height, it smooths it right out. Now if you take the sections one like this, you can see it increases and decreases the size of our donut. So let's make it to about there. That should do. Then what we'll do is we'll just rotate it a little bit more on the Y, and we are nearly done. Right, let's add our logo. First thing we're going to do is drag in our logos here. Created this in my own little image editing program, actually Affinity 3D. Good housekeeping, let's rename it F2. We'll call it logos. And what I'm going to do is bring in a background node like that. Take the output of the logos, connect it in like that, and it'll give us a merge. Now if I put that in the left hand window like so, you'll see our logos are in the center and we've got nothing around the outside, and if I connect it across, it doesn't look particularly good. So let's do some funny things with it to make it look really cool. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this merge, make sure it's in the window like that. We're going to come across to the right hand side and under edges here, change that from canvas to wrap. Look at that, how cool is that? Then what we need to do is click on this arrow here, go all the way to the beginning, and we're going to click a keyframe on the center X and Y like that. We're then going to click on this one here to go all the way to the end, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this Y and we can move it up like that. I put in a value of about 2, and this controls the speed, and it'll have automatically created a keyframe for us. Now if I connect that back in, look what happens. How cool is that? And as I said, that 2 value actually controls the speed, so I can go back to it, and if I think that's a bit too slow, I can say up that to 4 like so. It'll rewrite the keyframes, and if I play that back, we'll get this. Right, let's create our second donut, and that is super easy to do. All we need to do, click on this shape 3D here, go shift spacebar, and we're looking for duplicate. And it's important that you choose the duplicate 3D, which is that one there, because if you use the other one, it won't work. Now the way the duplicate node works is really super fun. What you do is you put it in the left hand window like that, Let's just zoom out a little bit. If we come across to the right, we've currently got 2, but we're only seeing 1. And the reason for that is if I move the Y offset here, you can see we've now got 2. So we're going to go up like that. Then what we can do is we can rotate it in the X, bring it through like that, bring it down, just get it into a position that you like. Let's look through the camera and see what that sees. So that's what the camera sees. So let's zoom in a little bit. I've got the camera selected just here. I'm going to come up to the right hand side, make sure you're on transform here, and you can use the Z to go in and out. If it's sensitive, hold the control key while you're doing it and take it to about there like that. Now the next thing we need to do is add the grid, and that's super easy. What we're going to do is click on the logos just here, hit shift spacebar, and we're looking for grid. Now be careful because there's 3 of them. It's this one that you need. Now I just clicked on that and it defaulted to the back to the wrong one, so just make sure you've got that selected and hit apply like that. Make sure the grid is selected. We're going to come over to the right hand side. The first thing you need to do is change the color to like a blue or a turquoise or something you like, something like that. Then play with the rows, cells and major line spacing until you get the look that you're after. So I'm going to lower this to say 6, up the columns to somewhere like that, take down the major line spacing, or take it up. There we are, that'll do. And also do the same with this one. And that looks pretty good to me. Last thing I need to do is click on settings just here and take the blend mode right down like that. So it's just like that. Right, let's animate our camera. So what we're going to do, make sure we're on the first frame by clicking here. I'm going to click on our camera, come over to the right hand side, and under rotation just here, I think it's the Z, yep, that's the one we need. So I'm going to do Control Z. I'm going to hit a keyframe on that. Then I'm going to go to the very last frame by clicking here. Then I'm going to type in 360. It's automatically created the keyframe. Let's see what that looks like. Now that looks pretty good to me. One thing I should point out to you is the reason I used a duplicate node is because if I click on the original shape, remember that section, I can make it fatter or thinner. This is a good time to play with it. It's actually affecting both at the same time. So I'm just going to increase the fatness to about there. Looking good to me. Let's play that back. Very cool. Now there's one final thing that we need to do, and that is to add a raise node. So we're going to go to this merge just here. We're going to shift spacebar and we're looking for raise. It's actually this one just here, so be careful. Add that one there. Same thing again. Come in, change the color. Let's change the length. We can actually change the direction. See this star just here? We can actually move that around and it moves the direction of it, and we can actually animate that. So let's do that. I'm going to go to frame 0 here. I'm going to click a keyframe on the position just here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to say frame 200, and let's just zoom out, control middle mouse. Move that down there like that. Then go to the last frame, and then I'm just going to drag it across like that, and it gives us a nice look. Let's zoom back in. Just going to play with that length. I've just taken down the brightness just a little bit, and we're finished, folks. Let's have a look at the final one. Now, as I mentioned before, if you want to change the size, come up to this merge just here and just adjust it just here like that and get it to the size that you like. And remember, if you want to change the speed, go to the last frame. I've got it set to 4. Let's make it 2, slow it down a little bit, and let's play that back. That looks pretty wild to me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like I say, I'll leave this on my website. You can download it for absolutely free of charge. All you'll need to do is hit the subscribe button, go to the website in the description below, put in your email address, but don't worry, I hate spam, so I won't be spamming you. And this file and all the other files from my tutorials will be there for you to download for absolutely free of charge. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I love reading them, and I will get back to you. See you in the next one.